Hello guys, welcome to Wofoy TV live stream. Guys, I know I'm starting a little bit late, but this live video is going to be just 20 minutes. All right, how are you doing? If you come in, let me know where you're watching from. Please share the live video in your various groups with your friends and families. Share it in your timeline so that others can also watch this video. Today we are going to talk about an interview experience review. Many of you have seen a lot of the interview experiences that I've posted on my page, and you have questions, okay? So we'll be doing this series where we go through somebody's interview experience and then talk about their answers and how you should answer your question, all right? So guys, if you join in, share the live video. This is Wofoy TV. I have a channel on YouTube. Please go and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. All right, and this video will be posted on YouTube later, maybe today or tomorrow. But this video will be posted on YouTube also. So guys, today we're going to talk about an interview experience, and this is the second one. If you haven't seen the interview experience review that we talked about a few days ago, go and watch that video. It is there, but it is not a continuation. That is a different interview, and this one is a different interview experience that we're going to talk about. And this one also is from Ghana, okay? This one also is from Ghana, Accra, Ghana. We are not just going to do for Ghana. We'll be doing Kenya, we'll do Liberia, we'll do Cameroon. It is all about people sending us their interview experiences. If they send it to us, we'll make the review, okay? So this person said they've been following Wofoy TV. Sorry, this person said they've been following Wofoy TV page for a while throughout their journey, and then they said they promised themselves that they're going to share their experience. So this person had their interview on the 26th, which was on the Wednesday, just this last Wednesday. All right, and the person said they are from Ghana and they applied for their DV lottery around the 26th. Around the 26th. So guys, I hope that you are not assuming that 26 is also going to be a lucky day. All right, I told her, I was like, this thing that you have said, some people are going to think that 26 is a lucky day. All right, so this person was selected and they did all that they need to do. So let's go straight to the interview experience. All right, so when she went for the interview, she's paid the fees, giving them the document, they've screened everything, and she's going to sit down. All right, so let's look at when they arrived at the embassy. They said they arrived at the embassy at 6 a.m. and the appointment time was 8:30. 6 a.m. but the appointment was 8:30. So all the DV applicants, she said the DV applicants who were at the embassy, they were told to wait outside, and after a short time, they were asked to form a queue. They were asked to form a queue, all right? And so they formed a queue. Somebody checked the appointment letter to make sure that you have an interview. They checked their passport, and then they allowed them to go through security check. When you go to the embassy, you go through security check, all right? So the person said when they went to the security check, they got to the waiting area. Another officer took the appointment letter again, gave them a white sheet to go and pay for the visa fee. Guys, this is to let you know that the visa fee, they will charge it before they even ask you where are you going or what is your name. So this person was told, given a white paper to go and pay, go to the cashier and pay your visa fee. You have to pay in local currency, all right? So this person went and see. So the person went and paid for the visa fee, and then also she had arranged her document, everything right way, and then proceeded to pay the fee, all right? She said the cashier was a little strict. Guys, when you go for the interview, don't mind these people, okay? If they are mean, if they are angry, they are upset, please don't let that ruin your experience. Because if you let that affect you, your mood will just become sour the rest of your interview. Remember, you're going there for your interview, not there to be friends with anybody. So when you go and the local employees at the embassy, Some of them have a bad reputation. They are just mean. They can be rude. Please, that is not the reason why you are there. Let them continue to be there rude, and you just smile. Okay, thank you. Should I go over there? Oh, okay, thank you so much. The person may still be looking at you like, okay, go over there. Oh, use your common sense. Do this. Please don't let that bother you. Speak to yourself in your head. Today, my day is going to be great. And nothing that anybody can do can mess up my day. All right? So now the person went to sit down, and then later they call her to do the interview. All right? So the CEO started with, good morning, how are you today? And then the person said, very fine, thank you. The CEO said, I would need you to raise your hand and swear to tell the truth. And then the person did, and he said, yes, I do. And that, okay. So the CEO asked, what do you do now? When they ask you, what do you do now? They are talking about, is it a job or something that you do to occupy your time? All right? When they ask you, what do you do now? Are you going to school? Are you working? What are you doing? Like, what kind of activity are you doing to occupy yourself? If you are a student, you say, oh, I'm a student. I'm still in the university. If you are a worker, you are a teacher, you are a doctor, you are a nurse. Oh, I'm a nurse, I work at this hospital. Oh, I'm a teacher, I'm teaching at the moment. I teach at a private school. If you like, you can say more. If you like, just keep it simple. All right? Let's see. As he said, tell me about your educational background. Tell me about your educational background. Guys, this question, when they ask you, tell me about your educational background, don't go and start with primary school or daycare or mother care or kindergarten. When they ask you, tell me about your educational background, if I were you, I would start from senior high school. So tell me about your educational background. Oh, I completed my secondary school at Accra Girls Secondary School in 2014, and then I went to University of Ghana. I completed in this and that, right? So when they are asking you about your educational experience, please start from secondary school up. Don't include junior high. Don't include your primary school, whatever that happened there, right? Guys, I'm sorry that I'm not responding to some of your questions because of the time, okay? Later, I will respond to them. When I'm able to go through the questions, then I'll answer your questions, all right? And then, so when they ask you, tell me about your educational background, then if your highest level of education is senior high school, secondary school, you tell them, oh, I completed my secondary school in this. I went to this secondary school. I studied general science. I studied the general arts. I studied home economics, agriculture. Like, whatever is applicable in your country, okay? So you tell them, if you have gone to university, then you just want to say, oh, I went to my secondary school. You mentioned the name of the secondary school. You completed the year. You give them the year. And then you went to university, right? If you're going to talk about your university, you don't want to be giving too much details about your secondary school. You tell them, I went to this school. I finished in this year. I went to university. I finished in this year. I studied this. And I finished, right? If you are not a student and you are a worker, oh, if they ask you about your educational background, you can talk about your educational background and then end with your job, right? Oh, I went to Accra Girls Secondary School. I went to University of Ghana, but now I'm a banker, right? All right, so just be mindful of that. Don't go and start from your junior high school or JSS or your middle school. That is not what they're asking. Start from senior high school and up, all right? If you went to a senior high school, a technical high school, you just talk about that, okay? If they ask you, tell me about your educational background, and you are somebody who you are going to use your job to qualify, but you went to, let's say, primary school, you got to primary school 6, then you tell them, oh, my education ended at primary school. So, but I went to, work, I've been working, I've been doing this, right? So, you are not telling them that I only went to primary school and you stand there, right? you want to show them, you want to mention the other thing that will favor you, which is your job, right? So guys, just be mindful of that, okay? Let's go to the thing. He said, on which date and year did you play the lottery, right? If you remember, you can give them the actual date. Oh, October 16th, 2021, October the first day. If you don't remember the actual date, you can mention the month. I applied in October 2022. I don't remember the actual date, right? It is okay. Don't go and make up a date if you don't remember a date, my people. If you don't remember the actual date that you will play for the lotto, when they ask you, you can give them the month and the year and then say that you don't remember the actual date, but you applied in October 2020. You give them the month and the year, but I applied in November, last day. I applied on the last day, November 2022. I applied in first day when it opened. I applied October, the date that, right? So let's go to the next one. The next question was, are you married? Guys, if you are married, you say yes, I am married. If you are not married, no, I am not married. That is it. If you are married, oh no, I am a widow, I am not married. If you are married, are you married? No, I am a divorcee, I haven't married again. Are you married? Yes, I am married. No, I am not married. Yes, I am married to an American. Yes, I am married, right? So any of these answers will be perfect for you, all right? Do you have kids? Yes, I have children. No, I don't have children. Yes, I have 2 children and then 1 adopted daughter. No, I don't have my own biological children, but I have 1 adopted child. You can say yes, but that child is my adopted son. That child is my adopted daughter, right? So when they say, do you have children? Yes, I have 1 adopted son. No, I don't have any children. Yes, I have 3 biological children, 2 stepchildren, and then 1 adopted son, right? You want to make sure, because you don't want to say yes and then later they use some technicalities and then you feel that, hey, did I say the wrong thing, right? You want to explain things. If you have adopted somebody, you always want to make sure you mention that, right? Yes, I have 1 adopted child. No, I don't have any children. Yes, I have 2 sons and 1 stepdaughter. Right? So that is how you answer that question. Have you traveled outside of your country before? So this person is from Ghana and they ask, have you traveled outside Ghana? If you are not from Ghana and they ask, have you traveled outside of your country? Yes, I have. I have traveled outside my country. If you are, let's say you are Kenyan and you are in UAE and then they're asking you, have you traveled outside of your country? You better not say no, because that is a trick question. You are in somebody's country and then they ask you, have you traveled outside of your country? It will be a trick question. So there you say, yes, this country is my, the only country that I have traveled aside of my birth country, right? I come from Ghana. But you are in another man's country. So when they ask you, have you traveled outside of your country? It is a trick question. You have to think and give the correct answer. Because you are in another man's country. When they ask you, have you traveled outside of your country? And you say no, you see you've lied right now, right? So be very careful when they ask you, have you traveled outside of your country? If you have left the borders of your country, you say yes. If you are doing your interview in Nigeria, and then you are a Ghanaian, you are a Togolese, you are from wherever you come from, and then they ask you, have you traveled outside your country? You better not say no. because Nigeria is not your country. You are in somebody's country interview and you're saying, no, I haven't traveled outside my country. Is that your spirit that is there, or is your body, right? So sometimes you have to be careful in the way you answer your question. Some questions may be trick question, right? If you lie about that, then now they may not use that to refuse your visa, but they will scrutinize you more, because now you are standing in front of them and you are lying, right? So now they wonder your certificate, even is it even yours? Well, so before the moment you lie about one thing, then now you give them the opportunity to, pry more. They want to, do fifimu. They want to start, looking at things more critical. So be honest, all right? Let's go. The next question said, have you been on the wrong side of the law? When they are asking this question, it is about, have you been arrested? Have you been detained? Have you been convicted? It doesn't matter if your president, your government has given you amnesty. You have to be honest. Be honest. And I hope that it is on your police certificate. Remember, whatever you say must work with your police certificate that you got. So if it doesn't show on your police certificate, then you want to be very careful. Your answer must work hand in hand with your police certificate. If anything does not show up on your police certificate, then you don't want to go and give information that you cannot verify, right? Let's say you went to do your police certificate, nothing shows that you have any crime record, and then you go and open your mouth and say certain things, and now they're asking you, go and bring evidence. How do you go and bring the evidence? You don't have a way of getting it. So be careful when they ask you, have you been on the wrong side of the law? Have you been arrested? Have you been given, even if they have given you amnesty, please, that one you must declare, okay? So be very careful. Everything you say must work in hand with your police certificate. I'm not telling you to lie, but remember, at the embassy, they need evidence. Everything you tell them must be in agreement with your certificate that you are holding, the police clearance, the police certificate that you're holding. Let's go. The next question says, what will you be doing in the US? Guys, this is the second time we are seeing somebody being asked this same question this year. What will you be doing in the USA? Oh, I'll be going to driving school so that I can become a truck driver, the 18-wheeler, the commercial truck driver. Oh, I'll be going to school so that I can become a nurse. I want to be a teacher, so I'll be making preparations, whatever license that I need to take to become a teacher. I want to become a police officer, and when I go, I'll be, looking at ways that I can become a police officer. When I come, I want to join the military. I'm interested in joining the army. So when I enter America, I'll be, preparing myself to apply to join the army. Or when I come, I want to go to school. So when I come, I'll be taking my school certificate and everything with me so that I can see whose schools I can apply to, so that I can further my education in order to be employable, be more employable, right? I will upgrade myself. Oh, when I come, I am a hairstylist. So when I come, I will, get the necessary certificate that I need so that I can become a hairstylist in New York, so that I can open my own shop, my beauty shop, and do this. Oh, I am a businesswoman. I've been dealing in wholesale business for a while. So when I come to America, I will look at the opportunities there that will allow me to continue this type of business, whether I will be, exporting things from, America to my home country. I'll be looking into that field. When I come, I want to be doing this, so I'll be that. Have a plan. Have a plan. Know what you want to do, my people. Have a plan. let's see, or if you are, let's say, you are a woman, right? This person is a woman. Let's say you're a woman, you have children, so when you come, maybe you have to stay home and watch the children for a little bit, right? So if you go for the interview and they ask you what will you be doing, hey, if you're going to be a stay-home mom, you can say, oh, because we have little children, our children are small, I will be staying at home to help take care of the children whilst my husband work. So when my children they are at school age, when they are able to go to school, then me, I can also start working. You see everything. So there's no wrong answer or right answer. You have to look at your circumstances. Hi Sheila, thanks for joining in today. So you don't have to say I'm going to work. You may be a mother with small children, but you are coming with your husband. So you can say that, oh, when I come, I intend to stay home and take care of the children whilst my husband goes to work. And when my children are at school age, me too, I can also start working, right? So it is not about, oh, you have to say that you're going to work. Different people with different things. Hi Nanadu, thanks for joining in. Hi Asai Gabriel, thanks for joining. Kwabina Ochri Fusu, thanks for joining in. Let's see. The next question is, who is your host? He said, who is your host to you? Guys, I know a lot of you have been asking about host. Hi Josephine, thanks for joining in. Guys, know that when they ask this question, it is because on the DS260 application, the person put there that this person is my host. They put a name of a person there. So that's what they're asking, who is your host to you? Oh, my host is a family friend. This person answered, family friend. That was it. They didn't even have to explain anything. My host is a family friend. Oh, my host is my best friend's sister. My host is, I don't know my host, I met her online. Oh, she's a church member. We are from the same faith. She's from the same church as me. My host will be my landlord. My host is going to be my landlord. I've rented an apartment. You see, there is no wrong or right answer. You just have an answer that explains your situation. Okay, so it's not that you must have an apartment, you must have a house, you must know somebody in America. No, they are just asking you, where are you going to stay? If you're going to stay by yourself, then who is your host to you? Hey, my host, I rented that lady's room. I'm just going to stay there. You tell, oh, I'm going to stay. She's the woman I have rented a room from. Right? Oh, my host, she's a lady that I attend church. We belong to the same faith, right? Because some of you win the lotto, you can go to your church group on Facebook and ask, oh, I am a Jehovah's Witness person. I've won the American lotto. I'm coming to America. I need a place to stay. Maybe somebody who is also a Jehovah's Witness is like, oh, our brother, you are coming to America. We can give you a place to stay. Right? And maybe you use that person's information to fill your DS260. So when you go for the interview and they're asking you, who is this person to you? Oh, we belong to the same faith. So I asked her and she gave me, and she's willing to host my family and I. You see? So there's nothing like correct answer or wrong answer. So guys, I hope that this will help you. Those of you who have questions about where will I stay, what will I do, I hope that this will give you, this answers some of the questions. And guys, know that this interview experience has already been posted on the Facebook page, on Wofoy TV Facebook page. You go there and read it, all right? So that is what today I came here to, do a review about, so that you guys can, those of you who are concerned or who are worried about the interview, how they answer their questions, this was how the thing works. Emma, so I'll do a natural video so that we'll talk in details about finding a host. All right, guys, this video was just going to be short, so later I will we'll make a video and talk about it. Steven, you said you sent a video with what email address? I'm not sure. Send me another one so that to remind me. Send me another one to remind me, because sometimes some people send an email and I don't know what to tell them. So guys, thank you so much for your time. Kwabna, you're asking your question for you and your spouse with 5 children. Will you pay visa fee for? Yes, you pay $330 for your 5 children, and then for you and then your spouse too. So 7 people in total. Kwabna, if your family, you are 7 people in total, then you will have to you will multiply $330 by 5. That is how much you're going to pay for visa fee, right? Stevens, you said you sent me an email and you are asking for my email address. Then which email address did you send it to? It's wofoytv@gmail.com. You said you sent me an email, and I'm saying send it back to me. So how do you send you an email when you don't know my email address? All right, my email is wofoytv@gmail.com. Guys, if you send me an email I haven't responded, you can send me another reminder, all right? Because I have a lot of things that I need to go through. So sometimes some things skip through, all right? Guys, thank you so much for your time. If you have attended interview or you are about to attend interview, please share your interview experiences with us so that we will, you see how it is helping your sisters and brothers. So please share your interview experience so that others can also learn, gain something from your experience and use it for, their own journey, all right? Others shouldn't suffer because you suffered, all right? Because your interview was difficult, it doesn't mean that others should also go and face the same thing. So share your interview experience and let others see how it went for you, all right? So guys, thank you so much for your time. I love you, and I'll see you on another video tomorrow, all right? God willing, tomorrow. Or even this evening, we might have I'm not promising. We might have a live video this evening. I'm not making any promise. We might. If not, then tomorrow morning, all right? Thank you so much for your time. I love you guys. God be with you, and I'll see you soon on another video. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. I have to go. Bye-bye. All right?